All right, bet. Welcome, guys. The time has finally arrived. Blokus, part 2. Do we even call it an invitational? I don't know at this point. I'm joined by my co-host, Looter. Looter, say hi to the folks back at home.
Thank you, Veggies. I'm just so happy to be here and be part of this tremendous sporting event. We have a lot of talent out here today. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
I really want to know who wins this. Novell, what a performance from the last tournament, showing that he really is a contender here. But tell me about Noah. Tell me what Noah has been doing.
You know, Novella really has a lot to offer, but Noah, you really gotta watch out for Noah. This man is a tremendous Blokus player, you understand me, alright? The way that this man plays the W is unprecedented, Veggies, unprecedented. I think we'll see him. He had a pretty strong showing last time he came in second, but he's been getting that LAN experience. We'll see if he has what it takes today to really take it home, okay? Get that $15 Steam gift card.
Now, Dan, a player that we didn't get to see in the last tournament, is known for his helmet. A dangerous move that I think most of these players don't even understand how dangerous it really is.
Yep. The way that he plays that helmet is truly special.
Well, I'm gonna start putting these motherfuckers in their games, Tom.
Sounds like a plan, alright? Just remember, guys, $15 Steam gift card is on the line. It'll be hand-delivered to you upon victory.
I don't know if it's hand-delivered, but we will get that shit to you. No problem. Once again, that is a $15 Steam gift card on the line. And I'm just going to start putting people in their games.
Let's get to it, Veggies.
And there you have it. We're going to be playing first game. That is true, Dart. You can buy 1.5 Rust skins with that, but
Very true.
That's a full fucking game, I guess, but do whatever you please. If you win, I don't know if you'll win. I really need to see something. You made it to qualifiers, but you fell flat in the finals. I'm going to need to see some big W's in your future now. Game 1 is going to be between Dirt, Johanna, Ian, and Novell, and Game 2 will be between Dan, Dart, Krysis, and Noah.
Yep. So what do you think about these lobbies, Veggies? Lobby 1, Game 1, looking a little... I feel like Novell has a pretty good chance here to go back to the finals.
I do too. Maybe we should switch it up and make it a little bit harder for him. You know, I just kind of dropped them in here. Like, I could change it, I guess.
No, it's fair. I mean, you know, it was random.
It was, in fact, random. It was, in fact, random.
We do have some new talent out here, right? We have some unseen talent. Jay Luby has dropped into the tournament. We'll see what Jay Luby offers.
Now tell me about Jay. Tell me about Jay Luby. It's a player I really don't know much about.
Jay Luby, a player really coming out of left field here, Veggies. All right, she has a lot to offer. She's been amateur for a little while now, but she's here to prove that she has what it takes to go pro.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
Now, what is her elo on Blokies is the real question.
You know, that's something that we'll have to see when she gets in the lobby. There could be something left there to be desired as far as elo is concerned, but there's a lot of talent there, okay? There's a lot of talent.
And Ian, Lotion player, a player we haven't really seen before. Does he fix with the chemistry? Does he come in second, make it to finals, really just put his name in the race?
Good. Or does he go for first? Does he try to take Novell out right away? We'll see. These players have a lot of options. They can go for Novell, knock him out right away. Or they can play defensive, you know, try to build up their castle. Play as many 5 pieces as they can right away, you know.
Well, we're just going to have to see here. Let's just start checking in with these games to make sure that their lobbies are set up. Let's go to game number 1. Game number 1. How are you guys doing? Are you guys set up?
We are, sir. Yes, sir.
We're ripping. We're ripping.
Are you guys already ripping? In fact,
We're ripping.
I need one of you guys to stream the game. Thank you. Perfect, perfect. I will drag. Oh, the game is already on its way. All right, perfect. All right, let's check game number 2. Game number 2. How are you guys doing today?
Dan's in the bathroom. You know, we were just waiting for Dan the man. He went to the bathroom before you decided to jump in the lobby. He was deafened for a couple minutes. But I don't know what's going on.
Restart. Do we get game 1 to restart?
I think we do. Let's just get game 1 to restart. Game 1, I'm going to need you guys to restart. I'm sorry you guys had a premature ejaculation here. I'm going to need you to bring that shit back. Game 2 had started, and I didn't get to see the pieces. Tom, did you get to see the pieces?
What about my elo?
Your
My
elo will be okay. It looks great. Your pieces do look great, but I'm going to need you all to pass, and let's just go next here.
You see that snake I went for? God damn.
That snake is kind of nasty.
Wait, what's going on?
Neville,
We're gonna restart.
Let's restart so we can all watch from the beginning. Game 2 has not started yet. We just want to make sure that everyone
so
is
it's
on
the-
the same playing field.
we
I'm gonna
were
lose LP.
my
No one gives a fuck about your
Dude,
elo there,
I
Neville.
only placed one piece, dude.
Place. Oh, you passed already. That was a mistake on you.
That was a mistake.
Your elo is going to be fucked here. I don't know how you will recover. Maybe by winning finals.
It's over. No, it's over.
Well, Neville, while we have some downtime, maybe we bring you
me?
into an interview.
These fuckers are still playing piece.
Doesn't matter.
They should,
Now-
they should be just,
Neville, if we can have, I'd love to have a quick interview with you on the sideline if you could put your cam on.
oh, dude.
Just a quick interview. You were the winner of the last tournament. I just want to talk about it with you. Perfect, perfect.
Let's.
Now, let me just, give me a second because I'm not going to lie. I am doing some shit, but don't you worry there, Neville. Now, Neville, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling confident,
Mm-hmm.
and looking at my my lobby, I think I've got an advantage.
What makes
knowing
you
how
say
these
that?
games are gonna
Neville?
go down,
What makes you say that you have an advantage, Neville?
because I've got more experience than 2 out of 4 players.
Fuck,
Are you
that
sure
is
about
some big trash
Are you
talk.
sure about that?
Also,
Coming-
there's dirt, so you know that's not the real Dart. So he's gotta be worse than Dart.
That may be true, but I just want to let you know we're live in Amsterdam, Netherlands,
Here we are.
where you are from, downtown.
Oh god.
I don't
dude.
really see people wearing any mask. Like, kind of cringe if you ask me, but this is where the champion lives. He lives here. Now, you really feel confident in this lobby. Like, Neville, I really need you to make the finals. You got to defend your title.
I'm gonna try. But you never know. They might team up on me. They might like make sure I don't make it. We'll see.
I mean, it's all up for grabs. A $15 Steam gift card is on the line.
Please talk into the microphone, Neville. We can't hear you that well.
You're a little closer now.
Oh god. You guys are cringe. This is really
What will you
cringe.
do with your earnings if you are, in fact, able to secure this win and become the 2-timer?
I'm gonna try and claim it this time because last time it was a bit weird. I'm still waiting for the Starbucks gift card to come through.
Now we
I
don't need to talk about that. We can just keep moving on.
Now listen, there are plenty of tournaments out there that have problems delivering their winnings, okay? This is not something that is unique to the Blokus Invitational. I would really appreciate it if you would just not address that at
And
this time, okay?
Putting dirt on the Blokus Invitational name, Neville, not a good look. I might have to take some points off your blocks. Just kidding. Alright, well this was a great interview. It went perfectly swell. Once again, we are in Netherlands with the winner. Let's go back to the floor here. Thank you so much for your time, Neville. I'm going to drag you back in. Now, Tom, that was a little scuffed.
You know, it just seems like Novell is very confident heading into this game so
hey
far.
guys, Brandon Richards here. Subscribe to my SoundCloud.
You know, we'll see if he has what it takes. There's a lot of new talent out there. I think they could knock him out pretty early.
I really think he could get fucked up. Being the winner, he could just get teamed up. Now, Krysis, thank you for the Twitch Prime for 4 months. Don't forget to spam It's Veg W in the chat, which you already are. Now, Tom, he could get teamed up here. He is the winner. He might just get fucked. Who knows? We'll have to see here.
We'll see. You know, he wasn't very humble in that pregame interview. I think if he was a little more humble, maybe his opponents would be a little more lenient towards him. But the fact that he came out here talking a lot of smack, I think that could bite him.
It's just poor sportsmanship, especially if he doesn't make it to finals. Like, kind of cringe. Now let's just start getting into it. These people are ready to go. Let me just check in with the games, make sure everyone is okay to go.
I'll be waiting in the studio, Veggies. Go right ahead. I'll be waiting in the studio.
Sounds good. Game number 1. Are you guys ready?
We're ready. Ready to rip.
Are you?
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna need one of you guys to stream the event in Discord, and I will drag you into the minivan. Novell is going to be placed, and good luck to you guys. Please don't forget to deafen during the game. There is no table talk, and good luck to you guys. Game number 2, how are you guys doing?
We're set. How about you, Veggies?
I am doing okay there, Noah. I am a little poopy drunk right now. Now, I see that Krysis is streaming the game. I will be dragging him into the minivan. Let me remind you that there is no table talk during the event, so you must be deafened.
Never deafening. Get fucked.
Alright, good luck, guys. Have a great game.
Peanut.
Alright, we are back. Krysis, I'm going to need you to stream the game.
Veggies, I believe it is time for the bag of Ciroc to be released. It is part of a historic tradition of the Blokus Invitational that a bag of Ciroc is drank out of upon the beginning of a tournament.
Fuck, I gotta go get the bottle and shit, dude.
Nah, that's fine. Just start it then. Fuck it.
Okay, well, this is Krysis. Please deafen and Novell as well. Thank you. And Tom, I am now realizing that it is scuffed. Nick, you cannot make it. It is too late. It is really scuffed because look at this. You are now full screen. I have fucked it up, but don't worry. I will fix this. I hope. I really hope. These guys are playing. They need the coverage there, Tom.
So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it here, Veggies. It's looking like I am observing Krysis' game right now. They're playing a standard opening. Vagabond opens with the W. Krysis throws down the L and the W. He is going great for the center of the board right now, and the fact that he is starting top left and he places his pieces first, he will be able to get to the center before anybody else can. It's a very strong opening if you are blue.
I mean, I agree. You know, the thing is with Krysis, he always goes for this greedy, go from the middle of the board. I just really hope it works out here.
It can. The fact that he is trying to pull this off as blue means that he will not get blocked. But what it does do is that it opens him up. He is very weak defensively. People can attack his flanks and squeeze through and take his space. But if he takes control of the center of the board, he can squeeze in and dominate that part of the board. He will be able to take other parts of the board as well off of this, and he won't need to defend his own space.
Well, let's just hope so there, Tom. And you know, this is a very sweaty game. Now, Dan is a member that hasn't had much practice in the past, but
yep.
He is a serious contender. He is the helmet owner. I just hope it works out for him.
Now look, I am switching over. I am watching Novell, J. Luby, Dirt, and Lotion Players Lobby right now. Novell has started opening out very aggressive. Very aggressive. He's going straight for center board control. He's looking like he might just dominate this board early and run away with it. Lotion is in a lot of trouble right now. He only has one way to get through the center of the board, and Neville can just block him right here, and his game will essentially be over. But he... Oh!
Is he going to go with the Band-Aid? He's thinking about the Band-Aid.
He thought about it. He thought about the Band-Aid, Veggies.
I don't know if the Band-Aids are...
What
do you think about that?
I think if he Band-Aids Green, Green is virtually eliminated. He only has a few options where he can squeeze through Blue, but besides that, he is done for.
That is not looking good for Lotion player. His inexperience is really showing. But does he decide to... Is he griefing Johanna here?
I feel like that's not the play here. Jay Luby still has a lot of options on the board. Unless Purple decides to cuck Jay Luby as well, then Jay Luby will be in a lot of trouble.
This is rough. I mean, Dirt going for this long play, trying to make his way into Green's territory, and Green just not knowing what to do. I mean, yes, his defenses are tight, but look at Neville, showing that he is the championship winner.
He has plenty of options still, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, you know, I feel like
I don't know how I
Dirt...
feel about that. I mean...
Dirt already played his 5. Playing his 5 right now, getting into Blue and Green's territory would have been the perfect play in this situation.
I mean, Ian just kind of made his way in, right? But, like, how does he get out?
Not
Where's
yet.
the exit strategy here?
Yep. See, so look here.
I'm listening.
Jay Luby still has the W. The W would fit right in between Blue and Purple perfectly.
Oh
do you see that
God.
play?
Oh
do you
my
see
God.
That play?
I do. The W is the play of the century.
Oh, and she plays the flat. That's okay, though.
What is her thought process here? Is she just trying to block off Dirt? She had so much to work with.
Dirt.
I guess she could still play the W here, though. She
still can play the W. That play still
but no
is
way,
open.
no way Neville doesn't play the lightning bolt. He read my mind exactly. Say goodbye to that W, because here comes the W in Neville's favor.
No.
He's going to make his way through. Dirt said it in their chat. Oof is correct. This is kind of crazy.
Back to Krysis's lobby.
Agreed. Let's go check this out.
Krysis, a lot of action going on in the center of the board right now. Veggies Green has squeezed through. Dart has officially got all up in Purple and Yellow's business. Oh, and with that play...
What does Dan do here? I see Dart's kind of working for this right side of the board.
Dan, the play right here for Dan, he plays that lightning bolt bottom center, squeezes through, yep, and he plays it.
God.
I called it.
Oh
that was the play
God.
right there, 100%. He gets through easily.
Only a com from a 1600 elo player as yourself could have guessed such an immaculate piece there. Just fitting perfectly, knowing he has to get through Dart here. Krysis,
it truly was the play.
Krysis is going to have to cuck him here.
You know, Krysis, he still has his own lightning bolt. He could drop the lightning bolt right on top of Dan and Dart.
That would be the play, really leaving Dan no options here.
But oh no, he already played the lightning bolt, Veggies. My apologies.
Tom, what the fuck? I need expertise here. But that is okay. We're going to be watching Krysis decide where he's going to go. Does he really pick the 5 here? What a play. The 5 would be... I don't know. I really feel like he needs to grief Dan here because he doesn't have room to work on the right side. If he griefs him on the bottom left, he's got nowhere to go. If he doesn't address this, maybe he's just banking that Dart does, but that 5 just looking...
I don't agree with the 5 there, Veggies. I don't agree with the 5 at all. I think what he could do, he could play his 5 up top to block the corner of Yellow, but no, he won't.
What a play.
That play,
works.
It achieves the same idea as playing the Lightning Bolt. It uses the same amount of blocks. That play is fine. It still cucks Purple. It's a great play.
I agree. I think the play is good. It also gives him room to work through this bottom, and Dart couldn't care less.
Dart. Green is just on fire right now. I don't know how you slow this man down. It doesn't matter how much you try to block him. This man finds a way, and that is really championship talent right there. Champions find a way, and this man is finding a way to squeeze through right now.
That piece just tells me, hey, I want those Rust skins. I want them. I play Rust with no life, and I need this $15 Steam gift card to just. I need it. I need it. Dan,
this man is trying to get those skins and farmer those skins tonight, but Vagabond.
No, with the Z, he places the Z. The Z.
Oh my goodness!
What a fit there, Tom. He places the Z perfectly snug.
I don't learn that kind of play anywhere besides LAN competition, alright? That is purely his LAN experience.
That is
showing
LAN experience.
in the Blokus Invitational right now.
My money, though, is on Krysis. Look how much real estate he has. He didn't do too great in the first Invitational. This one coming out strong.
Something to watch out for in this game. Vagabond already played as one. Vagabond already played as one. He could be in huge trouble here by already playing as one so early into the game. And he can't even do anything off of it, Veggies.
He doesn't have a lightning bolt. He can work his way to the bottom of the board, but he already has another way to get there. Noah, not looking too great for him, but
he
very
still has
interesting
options.
to see. He does have options. Krysis looking the most strong here. Let's see what he has to do. He has to grief Dart, I think. Dart is really his only other competitor on this board, but what do I know?
Let's look at Nibel's lobby right now. Let's switch over. Let's see what's going on there. I am observing the lobby right now. You know, Nibel really is just showing right now that he clearly is above and beyond the talent of everyone else in this lobby. He has plenty of options. He's not blocked anywhere. He can basically do whatever he wants at this point. Lotion, Purple, and Yellow are all in trouble right now. We'll see here. We'll see here. Lotion has options to squeeze through up top, but Nivelle... Oh, man. You know, it's a solid play. Solid play from a solid player right there. Can't stop that. Lotion plays his own Z. Or own L, excuse me.
I am back. I am sorry I had to pee like a motherfucker, Tom. I hope you were holding it down.
That's okay. I was holding it down. I am observing the talent, forming my analysis. Now, if you look at this game right now, Nivelle is clearly in control. All of the tempo right now is on his side. He has plenty of options to squeeze through multiple angles. Green could squeeze through, has a lot of options. At this point, I know we're still early in the game. There's a lot of pieces left to be played. But blue and green are looking like they are in control. Purple and yellow are on their heels right now. Dirt, that is not the play right there from Dirt. That is not
very
the play.
Questionable play
Very
from
questionable.
Dirt. Not really setting himself up for future pieces. He just wanted to get rid of the 5. There were so many things he could have done. Jay Luby comes in with the
That's a
middle
solid
finger.
play. That is a solid play from Jay Luby right there, I have to say.
She
Nivelle?
really wants to make her presence on the board. Ian, actually, Lotion player actually looking better than what we first previously saw.
That's what I was thinking, Veggies. That's what I was thinking. It's really between Nivelle and Lotion right now.
I would agree so, but I would not take Jay Luby's name out of the race because she could do it. She could work her way through this top if Nivelle or Ian does not stop her, and who knows what happens. Nivelle coming with this L, and I'm a big fan.
That was just a solid veteran play from a solid veteran player. Yeah,
and there's the block.
It's over.
There's the block.
It's over.
It's over for Jay Luby. The game has now officially been between Lotion player and Nivelle, and honestly, Ian in the finals, I'm glad to see it.
It's possible. I mean, okay, so let's analyze the board here for a second, alright? What options does Dirt have to squeeze through? That's an option, but he has to play as one, and he's going to take some contested space. Now, look here. Jay Luby's only option is to play that top center. Alright, so purple, that is not an area that you want to go into. If I was purple, I would try to squeeze through the bottom, get into that contested space, get all up in green's business, force him to play defense.
However, I see your point there, but I think Jay Luby isn't out yet. She does have a way to squeeze through the bottom left of the board, It would take some maneuvering, but I think she could do it.
What's the play here for yellow, Veggies? What's the play here for yellow? Where can
I
she
think
squeeze
she's
through?
fucked after that piece.
Yep.
Really nowhere to work through. J. Luby,
There's just
you
no
have
options.
just sealed your fate into 3rd place on this board. Kind of fucked, but nonetheless, you are against Neville, a Netherlands champion.
This man has a lot of talent. There's no shame in losing to a former champion. I'll say that. There is no shame. This man came here for one reason and one reason only. He wants to cement his legacy as the greatest Blokus player of all time, and he has the opportunity to achieve that here today. Now, I am going to switch over to Krysis's lobby and see what is going on over here.
Sounds good. Sounds good. What a clusterfuck we see here, Tom. So much unused space. I don't know how I feel about it.
But the thing is that a lot of the space that is not being used right now is still up for grabs. Green has options, but Krysis could just say, this is my territory, Dart. I want that Rust skin. Get the fuck out of my space. Alright?
Do you see what he's going for? I don't really agree with this. He's kind of trying to just block off Green, but he's also cucking himself in the process. He needs that real estate.
Yes. Truthfully, Krysis, to me, looks like he's actually in a lot of trouble right now.
Agreed.
He has bottom left. He has a little bit of space top right. If he had used his 5 on the very top center of the board, he would have been able to squeeze through. But he...
I think it all goes back to his starting piece. Look at it. He placed the L first. Now he might end up taking the L, not allowing him to work on this left side of the board. This is prime real estate.
That's some great analysis there, Veggies, and you're spot on. You're spot on. This man, for all of you out there who are new to Blokus trying to learn the game, your opening is the most important part of the phase of the game, alright? Your first 4 pieces, you will always be able to consistently get off no matter what. Nobody can block you from starting your first 4 pieces, alright? If you have a solid opening, it just completely opens up your mid game, and late game you have a chance. And Blokus is about giving yourself a chance in the late game to come through and squeeze through and find a way to win.
Agreed. And for those people back home, let me remind you that a $15 Steam gift card is on the line.
It is on the line here today, Veggies. It is on the line.
The stakes are high. It looks to me, though, Noah is in a good spot. He can work this right side of the board. Dan is going to have to squeeze through top. Now, I really would like to see Dan make it to finals because he is someone that just thrives under pressure. But will Noah let him through? Dart placing this little acorn of a piece.
Solid play right there. It's a solid play right there.
Do you think so?
I agree. I agree. All of that space, if you look in the top left right now, the board, Veggies, Krysis cannot possibly play any other pieces in that section of the board right now. Who else can get up there?
That one. Yellow, eventually.
Noah maybe has a chance, but he has other problems that he has to deal with right now. That top left of the board is free for Dart right now. He can squeeze in there, play all of his 4s and 5s in that space, get through, and he will secure himself a spot to the finals. Now,
freer than a free sample from Costco, mind you. Now, PR check, earnings check, dog water is what the kids would be saying looking at this board. Dan making his way through, placing a unconventional helmet.
Listen, but before this game, we talked about how Dan played the helmet, and he just played the helmet masterfully right there, Veggies. It doesn't matter that he didn't drop the cap. This man played a 5 and gave himself an opportunity to squeeze through, and that is what really counts.
This game is moving so fast. Krysis wanted to play the thimble. Noah just came in with that piece, showing his dominance on the real estate, saying, Dan, that real estate ain't free. We're going to have to fight over it. But Krysis having second thoughts about the thimble, understanding that he's going to have to fight for that bottom of the board if he really wants to make his name in the race. Now, if that top side is also free real estate for him, but he knows that Noah, Dan, they're going to be fighting for it. He has to fight for the bottom. That's uncontested.
No, oh man, I don't know about that play, but you know, it gives him a chance. It gives him a chance to squeeze through the bottom of the board. Oh, and Dart with the cube. Dart throwing down the cube. Dart
making plays. Because he knows he has to get to the top. Now, what's good, Tom?
Noah threw down the submarine, said, I am getting all up in your business, Dan, and we'll see how Dan can respond to this.
That was, in fact, the submarine, or as the kids back home call it, the guy holding out prayer hands. I think what Noah tries to do is place his F, or just something, to just try to block Purple from working from bottom up, and also allow Noah to work to the bottom of the board. Ooh.
Yo, commentators, are you guys ready?
I am ready. I'm about to switch over to Nivelle.
I have swapped over.
Unprecedented.
Alright, this one's for you.
Ooh! Oh my God! He places the bucket! He places the bucket! Oh my God, Nivelle! Nivelle placing a legendary move. If I wasn't looking top left, I would think that he has 3,000 elo. What a play, so clean.
Unbelievable.
From a veteran player.
And said, Dan, you are not the only one who knows how to play that helmet to perfection. And Lotion with his own helmet play. Unbelievable. Lotion throws down the helmet, center left.
I think we call that the thimble here, folks. But nonetheless, what an amazing spectacle we have from these players. Lotion, underrated in my opinion. And Nivelle is just showing that he is the big dog of this fucking lobby.
This lobby.
What
I'm about
a
ready to call it right now.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Listen, look at the board. Jay Luby, great effort. Thanks for coming out here today.
Exactly.
It's just you don't have a lot of options left.
She's got a winner. She got a twoer, but that's not gonna cut it.
That's it. That's not gonna cut it. It could get you third, but it's not gonna get you in the finals.
Exactly.
Now, let's look at Lotion's play right now. All right. Where can he squeeze through right now? What options does he have? Especially with that 2 that was just thrown down by Dirt. He really doesn't have a lot of options here. Look, he has bottom left, but that's about it. Dirt, same thing. Right side of the board, that's it. Nivelle has the left side and the right side of the board to work with. He throws down that cube, just truly a phenomenal player.
And if you had... Tom, don't mind me, but if you had noticed, Nivelle's crosshair was showing you that this bottom left right here would have been a perfect place for Dirt to place his 2.
He's right.
And make a play through, but Dirt showing his inexperience in the fact that he might be more drunk than I am, Tom.
He does. And on that note, I have to grab another beverage.
Alright, well, I can hold it down. That's for damn sure. Let's go to game number 1 now. I wish I was able to get a drink of my own, but we are looking at game number 1. What a clusterfuck here. Dart placing a big piece, knowing that he probably can get a band-aid off. Now, Krysis eventually made his way through the bottom here. What a clusterfuck indeed. Dan has a lot to work with, actually. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it's anybody's game. I really do. I feel like Dan works through top. Maybe Noah does. It's a lot to handle. Krysis, however, needs to make these plays to get through. Now, Tom, thanks for joining us again. I hope you have your drink. I hope it's cold. Now, we're looking at Krysis's game right now between Krysis, Dart, Dan, and Noah. And
I am here. I am back. I am ready to analyze the game.
What a clusterfuck. And Dan comes in with the piece. I like it. I really have high hopes for Dan. He's going to try to fit through.
Play.
I mean, I think Dart's going to try to fit through there too.
Something to note here that really could develop the later that we get into this game. Dart is here in the chat saying, yawn any day now. I'm calling first place now. Sorry, boys. See you in the finals. All right?
He does. Dart is talking a lot of shit. He must really want that gift card, but I don't know. I seriously think it's anybody's game here, Tom.
It still is.
Look at Krysis. He's going to work his way through bottom here, and that's a lot to work with. Who's going to stop him here?
That is a solid play right now.
Who's going to stop him? I mean, seriously. He has so much to work with. And there comes
Live
Dark.
interview from Krysis right now. What do you have to say to your fellow opponents right now?
This tournament, I feel like everybody has practiced. The last tournament was all scuffed. Everybody didn't know how to play. I feel like after that tournament, they knew that we were gonna have another tournament, and they wanted that gift card. They practiced. They drilled their blocks in. You know, a little drunk, but you know, they're trying to win.
Here. Same here, Krysis. I am poopy smacked. I wish I could be getting another beverage like Tom, but oh my God, Noah!
Wait, now listen, Krysis. I need you to go back to the drawing board. It seems like you have a lot to think about. I would please ask.
Please, Stefan, because we have a lot to talk about.
And you have a lot to think about right now.
Will Krysis play his one here? You are here first, folks.
If he plays the one, you know, you play that one, you really limit your options late game. Now, we are getting to late game right now. Now is time to consider placing your one.
I don't think it's time. I really don't think
though.
it's time. I think he needs to just make as much no. Krysis, I think you had it right before.
I leave the T the other way.
He had it facing down, which would probably work better in his favor, but
it gives him more corners to work with.
Tom, he's just undecided. He doesn't know what to do here.
Really shows how the pressure is mounting. All right, these guys, they understand there's a lot on the line. There's a $15 Steam gift card. The pressure is just insane right now.
Insane indeed, Tom. He's just undecided. Let's just go over to game number 2 now. Or, sorry, game number 1 does not matter. And holy shit.
Jay Luby
has passed?
And that
I believe it.
First contestant who is out of the tournament.
I mean, look at her opening. Her opening was not strong. Dirt was able to make his way into there. But look at the pieces. Look at who Novell has very little pieces. It's just showing his confidence. He was confident coming in here, but I didn't think it'd be like this.
It's really just, I don't know how to put it any other way other than this. Just truly is just God-given talent coming on from Novell right now.
Talent and big energy.
You can't teach this at Blokus school, all right? Some people have grown up training their entire lives for this moment. Novell says, I don't need any of that. I can just do it on my own. I don't need any help. I don't need any training. I'm here just to show you guys what the fuck is up.
Indeed, Novell just putting his massive cock all over the grid. Dirt, undecided with where does he go next. Really just not setting himself up properly. Novell really cucked him on this right side. Novell actually has put his penis all through the board. No words for Tom on that. Let me just elaborate.
True.
Novell's massive cock is all over the grid. Ian is going to have to do something here, or else it's going to be a close second. Or second. Close time for second. Sorry, I am poopy drunk.
Now listen, there's just one note that I have to touch on right here.
And Dirt passes! And Dirt passes!
Now listen, veggies. We already know what's about to happen in this lobby. Alright? Novell is in complete control. Lotion and Novell will be going to the finals. It's over.
And Ian passes! Oh my god, Tom! You might have spoke too soon. Does Ian have less pieces? I must count!
He has less pieces than Dirt. He only needs to play second. Novell is just showing off right now. This man says, I'm playing every piece.
Does he?
I don't give a
He
fuck.
plays every piece! Oh my god, Novell! What an incredible win from Novell! What an incredible win!
Unbelievable!
Holy
Novell and Lotion
shit!
are sending themselves to the finals. They have punched that ticket and they are on their way.
Let's go back to this other game just to see how it ends. Very, very dirty. Holy shit, Tom. This is some sweaty games.
Krysis.
Not knowing what he can do. I think Krysis is out of moves.
Here.
Krysis has this bottom area to work with, and I think that's it.
He can play his 2.
Not looking too
Yeah, I
good
don't know.
for Krysis. What does he do here?
Now look, he's not playing that 4. There's nothing you can do to play that 4.
That's
He
for
can play-
damn sure. He could place his Z
He
potentially.
can play his D in the bottom right. I think that.
That is
That's an
probably his
option
best
for him.
play here. And then save his 2 for the top, but it's looking like an end for Krysis. Now Dart. What can Dart do? Dart has not many moves either, but he
Yeah.
does have his 1. He can make something work. And Dan is kind of scuffed. Noah's scuffed. I believe this is anybody's game,
Yep.
but Noah has a lot of pieces, but I see some moves.
He's in trouble. I think it's going to come down to Krysis and Dan here. And if you look at the board, Veggies, this is
looking.
a very important thing to notice. Look, Dart and Vagabond both have 5 left. Both have 5 pieces left. Now,
That is
my
not
opinion,
the play, Krysis. That's not
you
the
want to
play.
play all of your 5s first. You want to play all of your 5 first, knock them out, and get to late game. I think Krysis and Dan will take this game purely on the basis that they have no 5 left. Now, Krysis can play
Wait.
his 2, his 1, and a 4.
No, look, listen. The two into something big, Tom. Into something big. Look, if Krysis places 2 on this left side, he can place his L potentially. But he should save his 1 for something greater. He should just place his 2, and because then he could potentially seal his fate. Hold up, Tom. I am just realizing now that your face cam has been scuffed. I will fix that. I am also drunk. Sorry for the poor production. Bam.
That's okay, Veggies. Listen, guys. Everyone loves to see my face out here on this stream, alright? I'm just happy to contribute.
And once again, back in
That
it.
was the play.
He places a 2. What a play.
Now listen.
This is
For
anybody's
Krysis,
game.
he plays his Z and he plays his 1. And that's the only options that he has left. See, he cucked himself.
Oh
He
my
should have
god!
played the Z right away. Now
Dart.
he's in a lot of trouble.
Dart with the aggressive play of the 3. Krysis rolling over in the grave he has dug for himself. But will Dan be able to scooch his way to 2nd? What can he do here?
I don't know, Veggies. Now look. Krysis, he can play a 1. He's going to finish with 12. And nothing can change that. The question is 12 enough to get him to the finals? I don't know if it is.
We're going to have to see here first. Now Dan placing his 2-piece, just trying to make a way through. Dan right now has
also out of options. Dan is also out of options.
Dan has 10 blocks right now, which is
Oh,
not enough.
Vagabond with the play. That is the LAN experience coming through right there, but the LAN experience will not be enough for you tonight, son, unfortunately.
I think Dan might secure his 2nd place.
Let's look at here.
I
Dart
just
has 9, 10. Dart has 12. Dart has 12. And I believe that Dart has secured himself a spot to the finals. Krysis will finish with 12 no matter what, and Dart can get himself to 11. So Dart has officially punched his ticket to the finals. Congratulations to Dart.
Congratulations, Dart. Looking at Dan, he actually only has 10 right now, which is looking pretty
So
good.
he's in. Dart and Dan should be going to the finals unless I just don't see what options Krysis and Vagabond have left. Yep. That's just... Yeah.
I don't see it either, but Noah might pull some tricks out of his sleeve. He doesn't have a 1. He placed that prematurely.
Yeah, he did.
Having his
and
3 and having potentially another 3 to place. Do I see it? I don't. I only see a 3-piece in his future. I think Dan just places as 1. Right? I don't see anything else for him to work with.
it looks like he has punched his ticket to the finals.
What a performance from Dan. I expected nothing less. Don't forget his helmet he plays on the top side.
That was the winning play.
That was
You know,
indeed.
We talked about the helmet earlier before the tournament started. The way that this man played the helmet simply secured him a spot to the finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I noticed that it says Krysis is out of time, but that must be a bug. is actually covering up the fact that he has passed. He has
Even
passed.
He just had no options. He had no options left. He played himself into a corner. Take this as a learning experience and come back next time.
Unfortunate. Dan passes here. A total of 10 pieces.
He will be going to the finals.
Noah, what can you do here?
Now listen, if Vagabond can play one more piece,
he makes it to the finals.
He makes it, but can he play that piece? I don't see it. I just don't see the play anywhere on the board. I think he passes and he goes home early.
We are here right now. Once again, these are the qualifiers for the Blokus second Invitational. Dan has passed $15 worth of Steam gift cards on the line.
Vagabond saying, what? The other two passed first, but that does not matter. It does not matter who passes first. It all comes down to how many pieces you have left.
You are correct there, Tom. Very wise words from a serious contender yourself. Now, if you weren't commentating, you probably would be in finals yourself.
That is correct, Veggies. I bring a lot of experience to the table. All right. I have to say, not to flex a little too much here.
And there you have it.
Dart and Dan are going to the finals. Congratulations.
Dart and Dan going to the finals. What a performance from the boys. Good ship. Let's all go into the waiting room and talk about it. Guys, round of applause for your performances there. I am proud of all of you. Now, I believe the finals will be between Dan, Novell, Dart, and Ian? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Pog champ, indeed.
Poggers.
Poggers moment.
This is bullshit. I played with different house rules that it didn't count the number of small squares, it was the number of pieces. I'm contacting my fucking lawyer.
Noah, what happened? I thought you had land experience.
I did have land experience, and I made a ballsy move. I took a risk. I took a fucking gamble with that one piece early on.
What was that one?
You blundered. Explain yourself. Explain it.
I did blunder. Krysis fucked me. With the one piece, I was planning to wiggle through the left side of the board. Krysis saw it. He decided he was going to stop me and play some
I didn't see anything. You're lying.
So
I'm just playing.
I let out an audible fuck when I saw it because I knew at that point that I had cucked myself and I was destined to lose the game because a play like that you can pull off, but if you don't pull it off, you're fucked.
And I think the translation here is that when you are playing on land, it's hard to look at the board and there's not as many angles, like you can't really see what you're doing, but we are on bloky.mat.online. You can see everything. Your shit is not tricky.
I need to chip in here real quick. When Krysis was taking 5 minutes to play, figuring out what he's going to do his last move, he had a lightning bolt that he could have placed, but he didn't realize he can flip it.
Yep.
We were talking about that back in HQ.
When you guys are talking, but I'm kind of drunk, so I was just playing my biggest pieces, trying to dominate the center of the board. After the center of the board, and Dart slipping between my pieces like he's a slimy snake. I was just playing the game. I thought me placing my biggest pieces down because last tournament the beast cucked me from placing my 5-piece, which should make me lose the game.
Dart is in fact a slimy snake looking for that $15 Steam gift card, trying to get all the rust skins he possibly could buy. Now, once again, this is Dart and Dan and Ian and Novell. Did I say that correctly? I did. I'm sorry. I am also drunk, but look, we know our contestants for finals. I think it's time for all of us to get another drink, and we will be back into this shortly.
I agree. I'm going to the fridge.
Me as well.
Dart is not even slammed. He's disqualified.
It's so disappointing that I got knocked out so soon. I was gonna use that $15 to buy 15.99 hentai games on Steam, and now I can't. The dream is crushed. It's gone. It's ruined. I'm so sad.
I always tie for third. Yikes. Wait, how many pieces? Dan has 10. Wait, you said I could have put a Z. Where can I put a Z at? A lightning bolt. Dart? I don't see it.
I don't see it. I don't see it either.
I don't see it. Cause
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't see any place you could have placed a Z.
me neither. He's bugging on a stack.
But that's because I already placed a piece. Hang on. Do you still have the board up? Let me look at your stream.
Yeah, I do. Wait, I don't have my stream open.
Did he just leave Jay Luby in game 1? Did he forget to bring her in?
Jay Luby!
She's still in the game 1 chat.
Okay, do you see my 3-piece?
Where is
Bottom
that
of
at?
the board? My long 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you can place your... If I didn't place that there, you could have placed your lightning bolt on the right side.
But I couldn't have put anything else down except for a 1 or a 2.
But at least you would have placed your lightning bolt. No,
But
your
still-
lightning bolt can fit there. You just have to flip it.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. But it still would have got the same amount of pieces left.
No, you would have gotten rid of your lightning bolt, which is 4 less pieces.
Alright, I
But
have
I-
returned.
But I still
Instead,
wouldn't have.
you didn't use it at all.
I wouldn't have been able to replace my T then, my tiny T.
I don't know. I honestly think, Krysis, if you place your little lightning bolt,
No.
you
The
would have
T is
had.
there. The T is already there, right? And you place your lightning bolt after the T, the little T.
I think you cucked yourself
was
again,
trying.
Krysis, and that will not allow you to go to finals. 2 for 2, not looking too great.
0 for T?
0 for 2 indeed. Noah, I
You see
want to
it-
say you did have a good shot in this. You really looked strong and prominent. I was rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's fucking
I think-
great.
I think
have
Dark-
to return to Valheim now.
I
Thank
think
you
Dart,
for having me return them.
Yes, man.
I
That's
think
really
Dart has to be disqualified. He's not drunk enough.
And dude, next time, Noah, I'm sure things will be different. But Ian, Lotion player, what a performance!
I agree.
Underrated player. Just people did not expect you to come out here. Just guns blazing, blocks a blasting. You really showed up for the fight.
I saw the opportunities and I took them.
That is the way to do it. Now I think it is about time to start getting into finals. I am going to start moving everyone into their game now.
Jay Luby's still in game 1.
Yep, we'll be okay here.
I created
Yep.
a lobby, by the way.
You get me so excited.
See you later, Krysis. Guys, hello and welcome.
You're at the winner's table now, boys.
And now I'm going to need you guys to set up your game, and one of you guys needs to stream it in Discord.
Please wait to start until we are ready.
That is true, because
It
I
is
need to
set
take a
up.
shot out of the bag. I have it
Did
with
you
me.
know you can observe the game on the actual website?
I know I can't. Do you prefer me to do that? Now I can do that.
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just giving you options, you know.
The
I
thing,
say we stay consistent and have one of you stream the game. That's what we've been doing this
Sure.
entire tournament. I just say we stick to
now,
that.
Dart,
Uh,
you are
get-
talking a lot of shit over there, like acting like I don't know what to do. Might have to eliminate some blocks from your area.
Now listen, Dart. We saw you talking a lot of shit in the chat this last round. Do you have anything you want to say to your opponents before we head into the finals here?
Oh, well, no, because at that time, I knew that I was going to be in the fucking lead. So I knew I was going to win, and that's why I was talking shit. I already saw the future.
It was
I
a
could
close
see, I
game.
could see me winning.
It was a close
But what do
game.
you have to say to your opponents right now heading into this game?
Listen, just Nivelle, I'm coming for you. Don't block me. We can work together. Just
Wait, you're
make
coming
friends,
for me?
not
You're asking
enemies.
for my help? How is that work?
I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying. Don't worry
Okay,
about
Dart, I
it.
see how it is.
Nivelle, I would be
Yeah.
careful. Dart only cares about one thing in life, and that is Rust. Now,
That is not true.
Yeah, he plays League of Legends now.
true. That is
Yeah, I've
true.
been inting a lot recently.
Yeah, but probably why the bottle of vodka is nearly empty, huh?
That was only one day, okay? One day of drinking for inting.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Does
the
not
other,
matter.
The other vodka was for other days, not for League. Anyway, I have this game lobby opened and
That
Where
is
is
perfect.
the bag of Ciroc? Please
There we
wait to
go.
start. Please do not start the lobby until everyone.
If everyone is in the lobby, I will in fact start the bag of Ciroc. This is a tradition at the Invitational. I will be careful not to spill it. Now, guys,
See it, veggies.
don't
Where's the
forget
bag?
to deafen. I think I poured a little bit too much, but I don't care right now. This is actually
Oh,
way
God.
too
No,
much.
no, no,
This is
no.
way too
Let's
much.
go, veggies. Bag of Ciroc. Bag of Ciroc.
This is way too much for my little
So
self.
that's way too much.
But fuck it. Bag of Ciroc!
Bag of Ciroc.
I hear an echo here. I don't know why. I still hear an echo. That is better. Woohoo!
Let's
There
go,
you have
veggies.
it.
The bag of Ciroc.
There you have
I think
it.
You hear that? You hear an echo because just
Thank you for. I figured it out, Dart. That peach hitting strong as fuck. Now, please deafen and start your game. I'm ready
That's
to
what you like to see,
commentate it.
veggies. Now, wait, hang on. Let's get the table set up. Let's get the table set up.
We're here, Tom. We are here.
Fabulous, fabulous. Please go ahead and start your game. I apologize.
Don't forget to deafen and good luck to our players back home. Ian. Dan.
1 sec.
One
Gotta
sec
ready up.
indeed. We need a ready up. Dan, this is not the time to go to the bathroom.
No, more like 15 seconds. Just get something real quick.
No
The
problem.
finals are on the line. The $15 Steam gift card is on the line, and this man has other priorities. We will see if this comes back to bite him in the ass in the finals, veggies.
Tom,
Alright,
this
I'm
is
ready
it.
up.
This is finals right now.
This is it.
A lot is on the line. May I remind you that $15 worth of Steam gift cards is on the line. Will Nivelle do it? Will Dart put his name in the race for the skins? Will Dan come out of left field? Or will Ian, an underrated player, show
Is
his
Ian-
name?
Is Lotion Player even here right now?
I don't know, but he's going to have to
Ian
deafen.
Oh, right.
There is no table talk now. Ian,
I don't know if Ian is here right now. We might need a
I am
restart.
deaf.
Alright, awesome. You are not deafened, but
I'm muted.
you are not.
there
muted.
he is. The game is about to start. Ian getting blue. Now, this is a little easier for us at home to commentate.
It is. It is now. Now look.
Mhm.
This man starting blue, he really has two options. He can either rush to the center of the board, which he can do, and he will get to the center of the board before any other player, or he can castle. It's really up to him. Dan is really in a rough spot right now, being in last, going in last. I think his best option is just a castle right here.
I think since he's blue, he should just go for it, Tom. This is finals. He made it. He should just go for it. Go for the middle.
When the $15 Steam gift card is on the line, vegetables, you can't have any half measures. You have to go all in.
I agree. Now we're seeing these starting pieces go down. Nivelle very consistent here with his 5 turtle shell. This is a very consistent Novell play, giving him pieces to work with, but also not letting people work through. Dan and Dart have the same mindset. Kind of 5-head if you ask me.
I don't agree with the flat opening, to be honest with you, Veggies, and here's why. I think when it comes down to Blokus, it is all about corners. It is all about maximizing the amount of corners you have to play off of. Playing your flats and your lightning bolts this early really limits your options as far as a strong opening can go.
Agreed, Tom. See, flats do not work in this game of Blokus. Corners to corners are the only connection needed, but we will see what Dart will do. He's wanting to get rid of his F here. He's going to go for it.
He is. And he's we'll see. He's going for center board.
But look at Novell. Novell going for the stronghold.
He's castling right now. And I believe that is the play. That is the play. You castle, you play as many 5s as you can early game, and you try to squeeze through and get a strong finish and take that title home. Get that $15 gift card.
Novell is playing the long game while it looks like Ian and Dan are playing the short game.
He's a champion, and he understands how to take that championship home. And he's about to show all of us how to do it. I believe that Novell will take home his back-to-back title and cement his legacy as the greatest Blokus player of all time.
But will you put a $15 Steam card on that prediction?
I don't know about that, Veggies. I don't know about that, Veggies.
Okay. I hope that Novell could come back to do the two-timer, as they call it, but I think Dart wants it. I think Dart got cucked last time, and he really wants to show that he is a prominent name in the race. This is it, Tom. This is finals.
Yeah, this is the finals.
$15 Steam gift card is on the line. Dart is racing for the center here while it looks like a free-for-all. Yellow, blue, and green looking for the middle. Novell is like, hey, I got to get in this race too. I got to get to the center. And oh my God, look at Dan. Look at Dan. Dan is just out there.
Lotion could be in trouble. Now listen, the play to watch out for. If Dart plays his 5, and blocks Novell in the center of the board, he just opens up a plethora of options for himself, and Novell will be in trouble early into this game. I do not agree with that T placement. Dart can throw down his flat 5, and Novell will not be able to get into the center of the board.
But do you think that...
Oh, that play by Lotion was huge. That is a huge play by Lotion right there.
What a play from Ian. Really just showing that, hey, I might be new. This might be my 3rd time playing the game, but I am ready to rumble.
I am not... He came here to say, I can play my W too. I know how to play my W just as well as any other player in this tournament.
Tom, do you see that play from Dart?
The way that he threw down that L, masterful.
He just threw it in their face.
Truly masterful.
He threw it in their face.
There's 2 elements to this. First of all, it's a great play for him. Second, when he throws down that L so early, he's out here making a statement. He's saying, I'm going to throw you this L. I'm going to take down my $15 Steam gift card. I'm going to get my Rust skins, and I'm going to go home and prove that I am the best Blokus player out here.
This man wanting the Chinese New Year skins, apparently he wants it tonight. He wants to buy those skins. But Novell, what will he do here? What will he place? It is all up for grabs. We're just going to have to see here.
It's rough for him right now, Veggies. Really, what I think he needs to do...
Does he go for top right? Does he go for top right or goes to the bottom?
I think he tries to go for bottom and left. Now, that Band-Aid was a good play. Now, look. I think
he gets him a lot to work with.
Now listen, Veggies.
Yeah.
He still has his W.
Okay.
He can flip his W and play it all up in Dart's business.
Not anymore. Not anymore, Tom. Dan just placed the L.
Great play from Dan right there.
What a play. Dan just showed up to the Invitational.
Right
Holy shit. What a play. And Ian.
And Lotion. Oh, Novell is in trouble.
I am weak right now. I am weak. What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. You have seen it. This is some high tier play. People have been practicing. This is crazy, Tom. Look at that lightning bolt, aka the Z. He places that through Lotion's pieces, and Dan coming with the L over the Band-Aid. What does Novell do here?
I'm speechless right now, Veggies. I am truly speechless. Now listen, the option that Novell has, he can play his lightning bolt on the right side. Okay, that's gonna let him squeeze through Dan. He plays he plays his lightning bolt, gets right up on his L. Okay, that leaves him with options. But what worries me about Novell, how does he play this space out bottom?
I don't know.
Dart has a lot of options. The question is, will he try to contest Novell in the bottom center of the board, or will he try to play top and left and just run away with this game right now?
Listen, I'm no expert here. I'm only a man with LAN experience, but I think Dart just tries to go for this top and maybe the right side of the board, to be honest. He just wants to get his real estate in. Novell, realizing that he's cucked top, gonna start working towards the bottom.
It's a smart play. I feel like he could have played that W a little more conservatively. He would have been able to utilize his space a little better, but he wants to get there faster. That is a great, unbelievable play from Dan right there.
What a play from Dan. So clean and crispy. Dan is 5 steps ahead of them.
Wow, this is just so impressive right now from Dan.
Now, Krysis is asking for me to let him in, but I do not see him in the Discord. Now, to be honest, this is just between me and Tom, and if you wanted to commentate, we could talk about that in the future. Tom, do I let Krysis in to commentate?
How much talent does Krysis have? How much knowledge does he have to offer after showing in that last game?
I agree. Krysis does not have much talent, especially after our games of Valorant. That man was trash. Now we're looking at Dart placing.
That's a good play from Dart right there. It's a good play from Dart.
Dart is gonna make his way through the Vel, just trying to get through here. And
Veggies.
Yes.
Krysis in. Pull him in.
I'm pulling him in. Krysis, welcome. Krysis, hello.
We need to pull up a third seat at the table.
Krysis, put it on your cam. I will put you on the table.
I will carry this stream while you are getting set up right now, Veggies. Now look, Novell played his helmet, or otherwise as it is referred to, the thimble, and that's a solid play. You know, it blocks Dart.
Well, listen, Tom. That is not a thimble. That is a bucket. See, a thimble would be if it was rotated at 90 degrees. See, here it is perfectly resembling a bucket, and we will call that a bucket.
Reggies, I am glad that we are able to clarify that for our viewers. Thank you.
No problem. Now, this is looking great. This is anybody's game, but I have to say Dan is playing miraculously. Ian, noticing that how well Dan is playing, had to cuck him with the 5er.
Unbelievable from Dan right here. Throws down the Band-Aid. Novell looking like he is in a lot of trouble right now.
Novell in chat saying, Tom, get it right. And I agree, get it right. Novell played the bucket. Get it fucking right.
You know, maybe I didn't get that bucket right, but the way that this game is going right now, Novell looks like he has a lot that he needs to get right himself. I would wish that he would focus on the game and not on the Twitch chat. He has a lot that he needs to solve.
Agreed there,
wants
Tom.
To take home that $15 seated card. Dart is on fire.
Oh my god!
Unbelievable play.
What a play from Dart! Fitting his way through the pieces. He squeezed in there like the snake he is. That piece just screams $10 Ruskins with the $15 Steam card. Now, Tom, tell Novell one more time, he needs to be focused on the game.
I will say it again one more time in case he is watching the stream and he did not hear me, and for all of the viewers out there, if you are waist deep in this water right now, in the finals, you cannot afford to not pay attention to the game for 1 second. You understand me? Now listen, that submarine, we'll see. He has options. He can squeeze through. He can squeeze through. He has the lightning bolt in his back pocket, but Dart could cuck him. Novell could come through late game. You know, I was worried for him in the early game, but it looks like he could play this. Now look.
well, Tom, I would like to present that we do have Krysis at the table. Now, Krysis, you seem a little preoccupied at the moment. Krysis.
This man came here to join the panel. He is not the only one who is in trouble right now. Novell is in trouble, and so is Krysis.
Where my phone?
Krysis, will you just please introduce your wife there?
Sorry, vegan. I'm sorry. She already went to the bedroom. I've kicked her out. But you see here, Dart's being a little slime here. He's squeezing between everybody's pieces, blocking them off. Novell here, like he's gonna come in last place here. He's already getting cut by every single player.
But Krysis, how do you see? You see Dan. Look at the presence he's given.
I thought Dan wasn't really that able, but he's proved me wrong here.
Look at that piece. Look at that sideways middle finger.
It's a good piece from Lotion. That is a great piece from Lotion right now.
But
Same with Dart. Unbelievable. Dart
look at the speed. Look at the precision. These folks came to play. This is clearly a high elo lobby. Now, Krysis, I know you came in dead last 2 tournaments in a row, but what do you have to offer?
You see, my input of the game, I can show you where people are playing since I'm not playing the game. I know where people are going before they're going to go. But you see Dart here, he's just 5 brain. He doesn't know where he's going, he just plays. He slips between every single piece with precision. Novell here, he's just kind of trapped at the bottom right. Dan playing, you know, cutting between every piece, but not slipping between. He needs to get some of that left real estate if he can. Placing a little one. Oh wait, he cannot go anywhere to the left side. He's trapped on the right side as well.
I don't mean to correct you, but the term is 5 head, not 5 brain. Now Dan, looking like he doesn't have much to work with as before. He looks like he's great from Dart and Novell.
Is this shit? Why are you talking like that?
I agree. Now, Krysis. Wife, this is Blokus. This is a game of blocks.
This is the real deal. It looks like we have a 4th member on the panel. I would like to hear some input from our 4th member of the panel.
And please let her know that a $15 Steam gift card is on the line.
A $15 Steam gift card is on the line. Get some input on the game.
Please give her the headset because she needs to join the panel. Hello, I am vegan. The guy that hangs out with your boyfriend, I mean husband, all the time. Now, we are hosting a Blokus tournament. These are finals. A $15 Steam gift card is on the line. Now, not knowing what the game is, what do you feel about this board in front of you?
It looks like Tetris.
It does look like Tetris. That is a good analysis.
Nails is coming out of I am vegan right now. I could not have said it better myself.
That is true now, but this is not Tetris. This is a game of blocks, and people connect by the corners, and the person with the least amount of blocks wins the event. Now, looking at the board, who do you have your money on? Who do you think's gonna win this?
Dart.
Dart, what a good prediction. I would put some money on Dart as well. Now, how do you feel about your husband, Krysis, coming in dead last?
I don't know.
Indeed, I don't know either. I don't know either. The man has been practiced.
Your husband, Krysis, coming in last.
Oh
my! This is where I'm gonna crack. That ain't gonna last. So that is actually last, but it's actually 3rd. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm playing for 3rd is not last because 4th place is actually a place. You actually can get that place. So me playing for 3rd is actually coming in 3rd. So you know, I got 3rd, not last. Take yourself, sorry, bud. 2 times in a row.
Well, there you have it. He came in 3rd 2 times in a row. Now this is the 2nd tournament Krysis has played in. What a game we are looking in front of us. These are finals. May I remind you that a $15 Steam gift card is on the
But
line.
what's $15 really doing?
That is
Get them rest
equivalent to a game, some skins,
Like 5
anything you
skins.
want. That is a Steam gift card. Steam is an application on your
I
computer
know
that
what Steam is, Veggie.
Alright, well, I just need to clarify for the people back home. Well,
He's trying to explain what Steam was.
well, look at that fiver from Dart. What a piece.
Let's get back to the board now here, Veggies. Now, it looks like Dan is in a lot of trouble right now. He can't squeeze through the bottom. Top is his only
This looks
option.
like cubed in Tetris.
This is hard.
It kind of does look like that
How you
indeed.
feel about Krysis coming in dead last and he's had practice?
Did you break my headset?
Oh, God.
I can only hear on one of them.
Well, we have some back chatter, but let's just...
With his wife spilling the beans, saying that he was practicing and he still came in dead last.
Honestly, Tom,
That is
I'm not
false,
surprised.
He asked me who I thought was going to win. He said, blame veggies.
You know, seeing from my perspective, I think Dan is kind of cucked himself. He only can
Agreed.
get a couple moves on.
It's
Dart's
over
still
for Dan.
slimy. He still has a whole left side to work with. He has his little lightning bolt placed up so he can work off that. Also, he has the top right, where he can kind of put his little three-piece little. Oh no! Wait, he can still place his three-piece.
The problem with
slide
Dan
through.
is he played too aggressive, played on that
Yes,
offense, forgot to play his own defense, and
Yep.
let Dart
Yep.
work right through his pieces. Now,
Yep.
Dart with the fiver, does he work through top here? I think he does. I think he tries to go towards Ian's side, through the right to the top. We call
I
that
agree.
the ooh, yeah, we call that there, folks. Now, let's see what Ian does, and he's placing the Z. I kind of agree. He's looking at Dart, trying to block him, but little does he know, Dart's going to try to go through there from the other side. Now, Krysis, that was fucking hilarious. I just need to let you know that.
You see, from what I'm seeing here, Lotion still has a lot of.
I agree.
Lotion
I
still has
agree,
a
Krysis.
lot of real estate on the left side.
does. He
Dart's
does.
sliming a little too much. He really doesn't have anywhere else to go to suffer slipping between pieces. Nivelle's still kind of cucked, but he still has that 1/4 piece on the bottom left he can work off of. Dan kind of cucked. Who else is in here? Yeah, that's about everybody.
Krysis, I think you brought up a good point that Dart may be sliming around too much. Needs to focus on cucking all the players. Now, he cucked Lotion. Nivelle in chat saying, we're champ, pay attention to the commentator. I am paying attention as much as I can.
Yeah,
I have been
it's a
drinking Peach Ciroc.
video.
Now,
Listen,
this shit is dangerous.
I am your analyst, Luna
Hmm?
here. I am laser focused on this game right now, and I want to agree with Krysis that Lotion player is the one player in this game that we have not talked enough about. He has a lot of options, a lot of space to work with. He could take $15 Steam gift card. For all of you folks out there, Valheim is the game out there right now.
What's this game called?
I know for a fact this man has been grinding Valheim, and I have a hunch, Veggies, that he is not playing just for himself. He is playing for all the homies out there who cannot afford to buy Valheim. He wants to gift this game to a homie out there, and I think he has an opportunity to deliver that here tonight.
What a decision from Ian. Now, hopefully, he's able to do that, but I honestly think if anyone is going to win this, I actually don't know. I think this is anybody's game.
It's anybody's game right now except for Dan's. Dan is down and out. He has no options left on the board.
Oh, look at Nivelle. Look at the
That is a winning play from Nivelle right here. Now,
Tom, do you see what Nivelle is? Do you see what Dan's going for here?
he has an option to squeeze through the top.
I
But
think Dan
how-
is going to go for it. I think Dan might go for the 3-er than the 1-er. He sees that no one could prevent him from going for this besides Ian, who would have to
That's
place
true.
his 1 to cook
That's
him.
true.
I think Dan is going for the strategic play because he doesn't have much to work with. But Nivelle, on the other hand, looking for some room to work with. I just have to say, Tom, this is a sweaty fucking game.
This game is very sweaty right now. But one thing that we cannot discount is pressure. How pressure affects these players, you cannot quantify, okay?
The amount of people watching this game, too. There is so much on the line, Tom.
There really is so much on the line. Especially, besides the $15 Steam gift card, there is pride on the line. There is bragging rights. It is all out here on Lotion.
Hey, Lotion places the helmet! Oh my god! What a helmet from Lotion! Now, Krysis, you are echoing. Please, fucking fix that.
What? No way. It's not.
What a bucket! I mean, helmet. I'm poopy drunk.
Krysis, for posterity.
Is it right? Is it?
Krysis.
It's not echoing.
You're not echoing.
You're bugging, vegan.
We're just getting back chatter. That's all. That's all. You're fine.
Okay,
you're fine.
close.
Don't worry.
But you see here, purple, green, and blue has all the real estate on the left side. Yellow's kind of cooked here. I feel like he's gonna be on the last place here. He really doesn't have any spots to move, but it depends who gets the left real estate first. Blue has the first move, which he can move, but
Dart's
green
thinking
is
about the
up right now.
mandate here. He's really thinking
He
about
can take
it.
all the real estate.
And
He takes all the real. He takes all the real estate. Nobody else can kind of move. Blue can kind of move with his little L piece right there.
But Nivelle can cuck Dart really easily
Yes.
here. Honestly, like extremely easily. Like look at the Z. He could place the Z here. He could place anything he wants.
Let's see what happens.
Dart kind of fucked. But
He's
we're
thinking.
gonna have to think. Nivelle is trying to think of these pieces now. Krysis, I know you came in dead last, but who is your
Third.
money on here?
My money is on Dart. He is a slippery, slimy boy. He can do anything you cannot think of. Honestly, when I was playing against him, I was trying to block him, but he still slid through my boxes, and I just didn't know what to do.
He has a lot of space to work with here. He has a lot of space to work with here.
But look at Ian. Look how much space he has to work with.
What does he have? He has top left, top center, or sorry,
Top
left.
He has
center
left.
and bottom right.
Tom, he has left. He has top. He has top left. He has bottom. He has middle. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. And Nivelle goes with the Z. Oh my god. Look at the real estate available. Dart in chat taking home the victory. Let me see it, Dart. Let me see those Ruskins so we can play Rust tonight.
Rest tonight?
And look at Dan placing his 4 up top. I think he's going to try to get through here. I think he's going to try to go for the oneer, then the man. Whoa, yo, does he go for the bucket up top? You will only know if you tune in here first, folks. Now, Tom, what is your analysis on how Ian is playing?
Now listen, Ian has played a solid game so far, but will it be enough? Now, in my opinion, this game is between Dart and Nivelle right now. I really believe that what we see on the board right now, that cube, regardless, look at how much space. Look at how much space Dart has to work with. He has bottom right and he has top right to work with. Nobody else can contest that space. I mean, Nivelle.
But honestly, think about top right here. How does he get through? He can only place a couple pieces, but he can't really work his way through it.
But does he need top right to win this game? Krysis, to you.
See, when Dart gets to his last pieces, he can place a 2 next to his green piece, which connects above Yellow's boxes, then place a 1. After placing the 1, he can basically do anything he wants. At the basically top right mid section, you see the big 3x3, which is nobody's contesting. Yellow cannot go there, green cannot go there, and purple cannot go there. So he has free real estate all right there if he places his 2 and his 1.
That's good play from Nivelle. It really is.
Nivelle looking actually kind of cucked, to be honest.
He is cucked.
Yes, Nivelle.
Dan running out of moves himself. I kind of think this is between Ian and Dart.
I would actually have to agree with you here, Veggies.
My money is on Dart. He is a slimy, slippery boy. He plays Rust and knows all the moves.
Dart is in fact a rat, but Nivelle is almost out of moves. But look at his pieces. He must have the least amount of blocks here. But Ian, Lotion, placing the 3.
Good
Has
play.
this man been practicing?
Good play from Lotion right there. He actually... Oh, Dart. Shuts him down. Shuts down Lotion player right now.
Oh my god!
I will be the
Crazy
champion.
play.
I will get my Rust skins. I have what it takes to be the best. And that's what that play shows right there.
That play shows this man has been grinding since his fall from the last game. He placed 4th in the finals. He needed to show up in this event, and he's doing so. What a play from Dart. That is crazy.
What talent right there. That is what championship players are made out of, and he is showing that he has what it takes to take it home tonight here.
I really do hope so, because once again, a $15 Steam gift card is on the line for this event. Now, Krysis, it is Nivelle's turn. Where do you think he goes?
You see, Nivelle really doesn't have a lot of spaces, but he places the little 4-piece on the edge, but he cannot work off that.
And there goes Dan, working his way through the top. He plays the winner.
That's the only option he has left in this game right here.
Yes,
I think he's going to try to squeeze through.
It doesn't matter. He can squeeze through and place 3rd, but it's not going to get him first. Dan is down and out for the count. It is purely between Lotion and Dart right now, in my opinion.
That is a Roger copy, and without a doubt, Tom, I agree. This is such a sweaty game. Look at much real estate is unused now. Dart is going to try to squeeze through yellow here, in my professional opinion, because he has nowhere else to work from. Does he go with the 4? I don't agree. I think he should try something else. We are here first, folks. Yes, sir.
If you look at the right side, he has his 3, 1, and 2 being able to use without any contestants. Being able to
Oh my
him.
god, if he places 3, he could place the 4, but look, if he places his 3, then his L, then his 2, he can place his T. Oh my god!
Right now he has 4 spots he can use without being contested at all.
But Nivelle is not calling it quits yet. And Dan places the bucket! And Dan places the bucket!
And it's filled with water by Lotion. Oh my god.
It's a good bucket play, Veggies, but is it enough to secure him first place? I don't think it is.
I think Dart takes us home.
I would have to agree, Krysis.
He wants the Ruskins.
He does, in fact, want the Ruskins now. Don't forget Ian, who is trying to make the best out of the situation as he can, but he is griefed by Dart and really out of room here to work with. But
he is here.
Dan might try to do something as well, but I think my money's on Dart. Dart, quote, in my chat said he saw that 25 turns ago uncontested, but
unbelievable.
What a trash talk from Dart. Now, Dart, I hope you're sipping on that absolute back at your pool table, but we'll see what kind of move you pull out here. I see you are working with the angle.
This is not the play right here, but I don't believe that it matters anyways. I think he takes this home regardless. I can't see how anybody else has a winning play in this tournament right now.
This L here is what I thought he should play, and he goes with it. Actually, I don't, but it's still going to work because he can still play his 3er, then the 2er, and make his way through the board. But will Ian allow it? Tune in next. Now, it is Nivelle's turn, and we will see. Now, Krysis, how do you feel about this game going right now?
I feel like this game's already over. Dart only has to worry about his 3. That's a little L and the little T. He has to place that. That's the only pieces he has to worry about. His 1, his long 3, and his long 2. Those are already guaranteed. If he places those and places the 3 and the 5, well,
Do you think anyone's gonna place all of their pieces? Do you think that's possible?
Not happening in this game.
If Dart can find a way, which I don't see, if he can place his 5 and his LT.
There's no way
maybe?
he plays the T. There's no way
Yeah.
he plays the T. There's
But-
just no options on the board right now.
It's already, the game's already over, vegan. I'm just sorry to tell you this, but Dart's buying more Ruskins right here.
Dan already passed. Let's just, for the viewers out there, Dan has passed. He will be the first player eliminated from the final round.
And Dan, I would like to thank you for coming out for the Blokus second part invitational. And if you notice, Exiled has launched Rust, probably wanting to play with Dart and his Ruskins. Now, Dart playing his 3-er
Dart
top
finds
right.
a way to find a 3. He only has one piece left.
Incredible.
He can play the 2, he can play the 1, and he can play the 3. He can't play the T. He can't play the T, but that does not matter. He is going to take this tournament home. Neville has clearly choked under the pressure. He cannot be the 2-timer. It is over for him.
This is unfortunate. He might be smoking too much of that Amsterdam weed. Now, Neville placing his 3-er. Placing the 3-er. Now, I noticed that Ian is in chat saying, hold on to that T. Well, I'm holding on, Ian. Will this make you first place? It is a close game between you and Dart here. Dan has unfortunately passed. Now, Ian placing his 1-er. We'll see how that plays out.
T.
It is all over for Lotion. So, for Lotion, the only winning play for him is if he can play 2 of his pieces. If he can play 2 of his pieces, then he will win this tournament. But I just can't see how it's possible. He can play the 3. I can't see what else he can play on the board right now.
He can play the 4.
Copy that.
The T.
Can he play that?
Hang on. Mid-bottom, he can place a T where after he gets placed the 1, he can place his T.
I think that's what he's working towards.
Wait, hang on. Can Lotion win this game right now? Dart will be stuck with a 5-piece, and Lotion will be stuck with a 4. Will Lotion take home this tournament? This is a huge development in late game right now that cannot be understated right now, guys.
Does Dart even realize what Ian is trying to work
know what is
towards?
happening right now? Hang on. Is Lotion able to take home this tournament right now?
I honestly am at the edge of my seat here, Tom. There is so much to work with, and Dart just working ahead, working this top side of the board, not even paying attention to Ian, you might take this home.
Lotion, wait, hang on, Veggies. Lotion can play his 3, and he can play his T, and there's nobody on the board right now who can contest them. I think Lotion
Is this
can
an
take this game home.
upset?
I think Lotion is coming in the late game to win this tournament. Nobody can stop him.
My money's still on Dart because...
No, it's over. It's over. There is no winning play for Dart. There is no way that Dart can play that T. And
It's on Lotion. He places the T. He places the T.
Lotion's
He
gonna
places
take
the
home this
T.
game.
Oh my god.
Lotion will win this
places
game.
it. Lotion is at 7 pieces now. Dart needs to just place his 3. Will Dart be able to place it?
Oh, look! Bottom left is the winning play for Lotion right now. It is about to all be over. It doesn't matter. Dart cannot play his T.
Oh my goodness, Tom! You are correct! You are correct! The bell passes! The bell passes! Oh my god!
Lotion wins.
What the fuck?
It's an upset.
What the hell is happening? Dart just realizing that Dick was just placed! Lotion!
Hold onto the T. Lotion says, hold on.
Oh my
Dart
god!
is holding the T.
Unbelievable!
Yo, you have heard it here first. Dart got too cocky. Don't forget to check chat. Dan in chat saying, get fucked, Dart. I agree, Dart. Get fucked. You will not be getting these Ruskins.
He will not. Dart said he saw the play 25 plays ago, but did he see this play 25 turns ago where Lotion takes home the tournament, takes home the $15 Steam gift card? Dart clearly talks way too much shit. He does not belong. Lotion will go home with the $15 Steam gift card. Unbelievable, Veggies. Back to you.
It is unbelievable indeed. A player with such little experience as Ian, aka Lotion player, but not surprised. See, Dart is a man that is very he's short-tempered.
And Lotion said clip it. Lotion dropped the clip it in chat. He wants everyone to see that he is on top. He has what it takes to be the champion. Novell, you are not alone.
Clip it, ship it, fart it, slam it. You heard it here first. And that's it!
Win.
And that's it! Lotion! Ian is the winner! Ian! Ian is the winner of the Blokus second. Oh my god.
Honestly, Novell is holding too many flat pieces. He needed to use them mid-game where it counted. He used them, didn't get to use them, and lost. He has a 5-piece,
I can't believe it,
and a 4-piece.
I can't
He didn't get to
believe
use
it.
any of them and got 3rd place.
Now, everyone else, we will be moving you, but we will be going for a side interview with the Lotion player. What a game from the man himself, Ian.
Yes.
Please turn your cam on so we can all talk about it.
Let me put a shirt on real quick.
Please put a shirt or
Ian,
not.
Ian,
Whatever
you do not need a
choose to do.
shirt. For how sweaty you showed that you are in that finals round, you do not need to put a shirt on, sir. You sweated.
I'm already sweating. I am honestly just as done as you guys are.
Unbelievable.
Eric in the chat, now you have just witnessed that your friend Lotion Player has just secured the victory royale.
Just secured the $15 Steam gift card. What do you have to say to your special friend there? Please throw your response in the chat, and we would love to hear from you, Eric. We would love to hear from you. What do you have to say to your friend who just won the second Blokus Invitational? Truly special. Novell, you are not alone.
This is crazy here, Tom. What a game. Honestly, my money was on Dart, but Ian just came out of nowhere.
Ian saw what everybody else was missing. We thought that Dart had it in the bag. I will give it to Lotion Player and Ian right now. All 3 of us on the commentators panel thought that Dart had it in the bag, but it turns out that Lotion Player had it in his back pocket the whole time. Truly special.
Game.
Great play from Lotion this game.
Honestly, some experience from someone that played Barotrauma in the past. Now, that was some Barotrauma experience. Now, Ian, please turn on your camera.
It could be what it is. It could be what it is.
Move me to the channel when I join.
What does that mean?
This man knows how to sneak through a submarine, okay? And this man knows how to sneak through the block in Barotrauma.
That is perfect. Now, give me a second to just bring you up.
Can you boys hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. We are I am en route to interview you outside the venue. Please hold on momentarily where we will ask you questions.
All right, I'm ready and waiting, Tom.
We are outside the venue right now. Ian, congratulations on your dub.
Thank you. Honestly, I give it up to my ability to abstain from alcohol until I finish the tournament. I was sober the whole time.
Well, you might be the only one here now. How do you feel about Dart not realizing that you were coming in for that dub quickly?
I think he got overconfident. He overstretched his hand. He got that green goo all over the board, and it got him stuck in the mud.
I agree. He did get that green goo, and honestly, I think he was lost in the sauce there, Ian. He really wanted those rust skins, but look at him now, all ashamed, and no dub for him. Tom, do you have any questions for Ian?
Look, what I wonder right now, Lotion Player / Ian, do you have any shoutouts? Do you have anybody you would like to mention to thank for this truly monumentous achievement that you have accomplished? You are at the top. Please enjoy it.
I'd like to thank the previous champion, Novell, for testing me on the first round and giving me the necessary stress and motivation to carry myself to the victory tonight.
Well said there, Ian. Honestly, you played a great game. What an underdog story we have seen at the second Blokus Invitational.
It was truly incredible. Now, I have a question for you, Lotion. What was your strategy going into the finals there? What were you thinking? What was your formula for success?
Honestly, I didn't really have one. I tried to keep my head clear and act on reaction. I saw them making moves, I tried to react appropriately, and in the end, I kind of played off the bet that Neville would be cornered, and he was.
Neville and fucking Dan got cornered, and it was honestly just between you and Dart, who Dart played a game too cocky.
Yeah, Dart left me open for most of the game. He went for Neville, and I had the opportunity to lay down some roots, and they grew into a beautiful victory.
Well said, well said.
All right, Lotion. A final question. What do you have to say to your fans right now? What's your final statement?
To my current fans and the new ones that will be coming in days, stick around for my retirement party, because this is the last Blokus victory I'll be having.
What? Oh my god, Ian came into the tournament to win it and retire. What a swing from left field. Who would have seen it?
That is correct.
Oh my god.
It's been quite the afternoon. I woke up an hour before this started, and here we are.
You heard it here first. He just woke up, won a $15 Steam card, and got the fuck out of the league. Crazy. Well, Ian.
This man wants to retire on top. He is a breakfast champ, according to Jinjitsu and our champ, and he deserves it. This man played a great game. He deserves to really enjoy this victory, enjoy his retirement.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for participating, and congrats on your huge earnings. You deserve it, man. Round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel it, and I intend to use it for charitable and unselfish things, unlike Dart would have done.
Yeah, what do you plan on using the card for?
That is a very good question, and I will get back to you in the follow-up interview in the coming months.
Thank you so much, Ian. Now, thank you, everybody, for attending the Blokus second Invitational. You were here first, folks. Lotion Player has just secured his victory. What a game. Guys, I couldn't expect more. What a fucking game. I honestly had my money on Dart. I really did. I wanted to Neville to be this two-timer, but that's just how this shit goes. What a crazy game. Guys, I'm looking for someone to host. I hope one of my boys is online now. But either way, thank you guys so much for showing up. I don't know who I host. I don't know who I host here. I might not. But once again, this is me signing off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Blokus second Invitational. Lotion Player is our winner. What a game. Thank you everybody for showing up, for playing. You guys played your heart out. I am truly appreciative. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for the follow. Guys, enjoy the rest of your night, and I love you. Have a good night.